Happy New Year, Nowruz Mubarak, and happy spring equinox. I was really delighted to be asked to read, and for better or for worse, I've interpreted the theme of spring and rebirth very broadly. I think this is the first time I'm reading this first poem where I think folks will understand 2 of the 3 languages. I'm very excited. It's called Timbuktu. Salam alaikum. Once, when I was a girl, Inisagoma, I believed in mourning like a hot yellow apple. Mondana boshin. We never tired. Father said, God is good. Here sira. We slept in 2s and 3s. Famil chutorast. It was a matter of everyone. Samogo Bedi. Someone had work, someone didn't, someone always offered something. Awloda khubastan. We were kids, but we knew everything. We belonged to everyone. I sigina. After prayer, there was tea. After tea, there was fruit. Bifamain. Mother taught us to draw our feet, to let others go first. Ani tile. In time, day gave way to night. Jonathan Jodast? Someone would show up asking for my body, then another. I degoche kakene. We would exchange brothers who were not our brothers. Khudaya shukr. The earth met us in different ways. For some, it rained. For others, there wasn't water for the stones. Ah, barika alaye. We thanked God for blessing us and not our neighbors. Khuda hafiz. History was the first to leave and without a trace. Ani wula. Father said the night has hands. Mother reminded me of the apple. Shab bakhair. In the dark, I held nothing. I'll try to bring it up to a little lightness. This is a short one. It begins with an epigraph from Etel Adnan, the artist and writer, and it's an excerpt of a sentence. There was a being made of us all. There was a being made of us all. It was wildly porous and infinite and bore the radiance of a water drop amplifying a petal. There was a being made of us all, atoms and question marks, the heat between 2 hands, a chill as wide as a stranger. There was a being made of us all the time. There was a being made of us all, made of nothing, no need for a belt, no care for a compass, the appetite of all want, or how a snail might embody faith. There was a being made of us, created of us, consumed by us, forgiven by us all. There was a being made of us all, sea hair and sky breath, all unfathomable fur, the jawless microbe everywhere eternal. There was a being made of us all, nothing special. There was a being made of us all, we knew when our ear caught the delicate cave. There was a being made of us all, it knew, and still it grew. I have just 2 more. This is for my dad. It's called Typical Fish. Father is on the tongue of the sewing machine. Above him, a plastic placemat of fish. A pink one, a pinker, a black and white. Just gonna lift you a little, Tom says, like we do every day. Typical fish. His hands on his hips and heaves father's naked accent. Tom used to live in New York City. Used to work in the market. Used to stuff them with rocks so they'd weigh more, so the women would pay more. In the village, to be exact. Father's 2 stickers, 2 black glyphs, X's or T's, or what's that number just right and left of your bone hive? 2 eyes on the plastic waterfall. The Israelis are dropping leaflets. Let's leave, Tom says, before. Father's a channel of peppercorns bisected by a green line on a skewer of time. Is Veselka still there? In a screen the size of a village, someone is lying still. Know what the safest street is? 3rd Street. Know why? But we couldn't get the picture, so we took NPR down Haverhill, right into the parking lot of St. Mary's, Fox at the waiting room. I heard waiting room, he heard fish scales, but we couldn't get the picture. Father asked me if I knew what it meant, Peshmerga. Tom lined him up exactly, X's and O's, and oh, we had better go, for peace was dropping. Your father's a good man, they don't make anymore. Fish eyes for when you cry. No, I didn't know. In the waiting room, Father dubbed the glyphs. Pe, Ya, Shin, Mim, Re, Gof, He. Pish for early, Merga for death. Hell's angels, that's why. Okay, now I'm really gonna end on a positive note. And so when I think of, I don't normally write out of a place of hope. I should say, like, hope is not my muse. There are other things. However, I think writing, the actual act of writing for me is sort of that green, maybe promise of rebirth. So this is an Ars Poetica, so it's a poem about poetry writing or my poem making. It's a little hopeful. Okay. So often arrive here wanting to, but the floor is a field of glue. So often thinking I can think my way into luck. So often self-loathing. So often comparing, despairing, dialing doom. So often a bit is all I've got. So often refusing to let it go. So often the same old keys singing the same old keys. So often sharpening the knives, running the water red. So often late into the night. So often it will be the last time. Every so often returning with a twig of faith. Thank you.